What's up, everybody? Welcome to Barbarian Runecasts. I'm Conan Tanner, and this is a sprig of sweetgrass that we are burning to start things off, calling in the positive spirits, calling in the helper spirits, the ancestors, the guardian angels, the archangels, and since we're going to be drawing a rune, or in all honesty, a rune has been drawn, we're also calling in the Norse energy, that Odin spirit. So this runecast is for the moon cycle that started 2 days ago on the 23rd. That was the new moon, and it goes through until March 9th, which is the full moon. So this runecast pertains to the next 2 weeks, and I was called to draw one rune and pull one tarot card. So that's what I did, and let me just put the sweetgrass away here. Alright, so the rune that we drew for this moon cycle is Berkana. And we drew it upright. And the Berkana is the birch tree. It symbolizes the birch tree, which was super duper important in the Old Norse culture. In fact, let me read you, there's this Icelandic rune poem about the Berkana, which is really cool. Birch is a leafy limb, and a little tree, and a youthful wood. So Berkana is a rune of fertility. It's a rune of new beginnings, and it's a rune of clearing away the old to make room for the new. So what this tells me is, I know in my life, I'm in the process of clearing out the old, bringing in the new, tying up old knots, closing all the doors so I can open new doors. That is going on for me. That's pretty much been what 2020 has been all about so far. But it could mean a lot of different things for everyone out there. So if anyone out there is actually trying to become pregnant, this would be a good time, next 2 weeks. But if it's more of like a business enterprise, it's a good time for new beginnings. That's what the rune is telling us. It's an auspicious time for new beginnings. And the fact that we drew it upright is a really positive thing. Then the tarot card I drew was the King of Pentacles reversed. I've got animal deck, so it's an elephant. I'll show you that's the upright, but we drew it reversed. And what that tells us is that the next couple weeks are a time for us to be very aware of our financial situation and our money stream. Where is our money coming from? How much is coming? Some of you might be like, really abundant with your finances, lots of money coming in. However, since we drew it reversed, take a look to see, is it like leaving just as quick as it's coming in? Are you splurging on big purchases? Are you taking risky, putting it all immediately in like really high risk investments? The King of Pentacles reversed, especially combined with the Berkana rune, is really telling us that for the next 2 weeks, it would be prudent if we were just very conscious and aware of the financial situation in our lives, or any other form of currency for you. So if you're a tradesman, just be aware. The King of Pentacles is actually it's a super powerful card to draw. So I don't want to give this idea that we drew it reversed, therefore it's like money problems. It means that a lot of you are experiencing a lot of abundance right now, and this is a time of abundance, time of new beginnings, to start new projects. So we have like this force that's driving us to pursue new things and reach new goals, but the King of Pentacles reversed is telling us that if we want to utilize the energy best and have the most success, that we need to not be impulsive or reckless with our spending of any of our currencies. That includes our energy. Energy is a form of currency. Your moods are a form of currency. I just had an interview for the podcast the other day, and my guest was saying how Josie Grouse was my guest, and I'll be publishing that episode for my next episode. But she was saying how, and I'm going to paraphrase it poorly, but it's okay because you'll have a chance to hear exactly how she put it. But basically, people are drawn to people who have this expansiveness about them, people who are loving and joyful. That is attractive, that is charismatic. And she said that's because that actually, there's people who are open and joyful have more life, they have more space, they hold more space for life itself. And I've been thinking about that so much. And, you know, not to say that, like, you might be sad, I might be sad, and it's silly to be like, I'm not sad, I'm joyful. You know, you gotta feel your emotions, but you can feel sadness even in a really expansive way. Sadness doesn't have to be a thing where you clam up into a little black hole, into a teeny tight singularity. And just remember, this too shall pass. Everything flows, and you know, I'm talking to myself more than anything right now, but I hope you all have had a good last couple weeks. I hope you had a good day today. I hope that you enjoyed the new moon, and I hope that you, on the new moon, made some goals, wrote some goals down for the next 2 weeks. If you didn't do it on the new moon, you can do it now. Anytime now within the next day or two, when the moon is like a little sliver, write down your goals for the next 2 weeks. As it waxes, gets bigger, your goals will become realized more and more. So if you set a really massive goal, like I am going to retire and buy an island and raise pygmy goats, then, you know, it might not be fully realized. I hope it is for your sake that that's fully realized, but if it's a really big thing, you might just see progress in the next 2 weeks towards that thing. But overall, auspicious, and just be mindful of your expenditure of currency in any form, financial, trade, energy, you know, love, intimacy, all that stuff. Just make sure there's even a nice, that you are respecting your resources. That's what I'm trying to say. Make sure that you respect your resources the next 2 weeks. And that's it for today's Barbarian Runecast. And we'll be back at the full moon on March 9th. And until then, may your dreams wax as the moon waxes. And I love y'all. Bye.